Wombat here, and I'd like to welcome you to a new segment that we're going to call Cool Stuff. So Cool Stuff is basically, I find cool things that I think that you as musicians might take an interest in or might like to see, and we'll talk about it here. So today we have the Setting Saver by StageTrix. Now the Setting Saver is, well, it's a pen. So it's a very special pen in the respect that we use this pen, much like a paint pen, if you've ever used one of those, to mark our gear. Alright, so you might want to mark somewhere on your amp that you want to go back to for a setting. You can mark your pedals for a setting that you particularly like. Mixers, rack gear, anything with sliders or knobs that you might find a setting on that you want to use time and time again. You might want to go back to. So that's what this is for, to mark those positions. And it goes on much like a paint pen does. And it's a really lovely, vibrant light green that is easily seen in low light on something like, let's say, a stage. So you mark your gear with this, and that's a setting that you want to use regularly. But what happens if you want to change that setting? Because as guitarists, we often change settings down the track as we tweak our sound a little bit. This is not a permanent marker, so it doesn't mark your gear permanently. It's very easily removed with, let's say, a wet rag or a wet finger. It just comes right off, no trace of it left behind, so it doesn't permanently mark your gear. But if you don't wipe it off with something wet, it stays put. So that's really, really handy to use. So there you go, the Setting Saver. It's really, really simple. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and it shows up in low light, but particularly well under a black light. So often you'll play in a venue that will have a black light running a lot of the time. The colour from this really pops. So there you go, Setting Saver by StageTrix. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope you like the new idea of cool stuff. We will have more coming to you as we come across things just of interest that as musicians we might find kind of interesting and cool to have a look at. Alright, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching, and as always, rock on.